everyone, my name is Demetria Woodruff, and today I would like to talk to you about I want to persuade you on why we should do more frequently drug testing. So imagine that you are going through a job. You already know you have to go through the drug screening part, but first you go through the fingerprints and then you go through a background check. And then after you do that, you already know you have to do the drug testing. Now the drug testing part, it can be a little scary for some people, especially if they're been using drugs. But I feel that once you start with the drug testing, I think that you should finish off with your job. So according to California's law of drug testing California, employers may require employees to pass a drug test as a condition of employment, as long as an employer tests all applicants for a particular job position and doesn't single out certain applicants based on protected characteristics such as disabilities or the race. Courts want to uphold this type of testing. So today I would like to persuade you on why there should be more frequently drug testing. Drug testing more frequently is a need in the workplace. In drug testing, I feel that they should do this more frequently because one, it can harm people. It can also harm themselves. The reason why I say this is because when I say harming people, I mean that it can harm them. Say they're a bus driver or they're a nurse. They have to, if they're under the influence, they can seriously harm somebody, especially if a bus driver gets into an accident. It can really affect them mentally. A drug using employee is 3.6 times more likely to be involved in an accident and 5 times more likely to make a workers' compensation claim, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse. So I know you heard that, 3.6 times more likely to be affected. According to employee drug testing, federal and California law, there was a drug testing movement that began in 1986 when President Ronald Reagan signed for federal employees to refrain from using illegal drugs on and off duty. And in 1988, the Congress passed a Drug-Free Workplace Act. So if this has been placed, I feel that we should listen to this law. We listen to any other law, and also you always see in communities how they want a drug-free community, but why isn't that they don't have the drug-free in the workplace? This is what I feel would be a better solution for this problem. Okay, so what I propose, the amendment that I propose, is to better the drug testing. So first I would like to have where they have a computer system, and in the computer system they have all the names that the workers the names of the workers. So say there's 50 workers, then I would say the computer system will randomly select 10 people. And when I say randomly select, I mean that people are not choosing these names. The computer system is choosing the name. So say a person got picked last month, they can get picked again, and they can't blame it on someone saying, oh, you picked my name, you're just trying to pick on me. No, the computer system is picking the name. You have no power over what it's saying or whose the name is picked. Once they pick that name, then they have to do a drug test. Now, usually workplaces, they do the urine sample, which I feel it is a drug test, but it's not the appropriate drug test to use. With the blood, I choose to use the blood and the hair sample test. I choose these methods because with the urine test, you can always just tamper with it. You can get someone else's urine, put it in a condom, and just pop the condom. As long as it's warm, it wouldn't be like, oh, someone's using other urine, so it's realistic. They can also put other solutions or whatever they can in there to make sure that it goes positive. According to how to pass a drug test for marijuana, the most common type of drug test performed is a urine test. Urine test accounts for the presence of marijuana in your urine. It can be 75% of the drug test is urine, 24% is blood and hair test, and the 1% is being saliva based. So I know when I did a job for myself, I had to do the saliva test, but the saliva really doesn't count for drugs, and mostly it counts for just alcohol, the presence of alcohol. And according to drug testing, facts and myth, hair testing is nearly impossible to cheat, and it goes way back further than urine testing. When I say that, reading that, I could agree, because also with urine tests, it doesn't go back as far as how it would with hair tests, because hair tests, your hair grows amount for a month. So say it grows like 4 inches, and once you inhale something, it can go based off to your urine. I mean, it goes off to your hair. So I feel that that should be a better test. I know it is expensive, but this is what we need. I would feel this would be a better solution, but my opponent would disagree with me. I say this because my opponent would disagree with me, because yes, it costs a lot of money, but it also can cost a lot of money because they can get lawsuits. According to the article, Employees Drug Testing Pros and Cons, random workplace drug testing may foster resentment among employees who feel this practice violates their privacy, in addition to negatively affecting productivity and costing the business and loss of revenues. So there is a privacy act. So say someone's get a drug test and they test positive or they test negative, they still can sue you because it's not protecting their privacy. So I want you to visualize how this workplace would be. Imagine a safer workplace and a drug-free workplace where nobody's using drugs and everything is just safe. After you have visualized my proposal, it's now time for us to take action. When I say this, I would like to have a petition. And in this petition, I would like for us to go around in the neighborhood and have people sign to get on board with us. Take it to the businesses and the hospitals and the bus companies, whoever needs to do this. Take it to them and have them get on board with us. So in conclusion, I talked about my amendment for more frequent drug tests, and I also talked to you about how we can make this a change. So it is now time for us to take an action. Thank you.